Well, hi guys. It's been a minute, right? It is Friday morning, early, 3. It's 3. Okay, we're at the house. Well, I'm truck parked, right. I'm heading to Vernon for 7-Up, I think 7-Up, Keurig, Dr. Pepper, whatever. We're going down to their store, their warehouse in San Diego. So it's pretty much a transfer is what we're doing. It's been a crazy week. I'll tell you a little bit more when I get over this thing. I gotta get out of here. I gotta grab fuel. I am on the yellow light. I gotta get fuel. So, I'm gonna have to stop over here at the station real quick and grab some just to get over there, and then I'll fill it up later. I'll tell you the rest. It's gonna rain all weekend, which we need because those fires by my house in Hemet really bad. So hopefully that all works out today. It's really windy right now, cloudy, so I hope we get rain. We need the rain, and this should be a fun weekend, I think. So I really haven't recorded much, but again, I'll get into that when I get to Vernon, and I'll explain everything of the crazy week I've been having. Okay, in the meantime, let me get out of here. We're ready to roll. Pre-trip's good. Check. Fuel is the only thing we gotta get. So let's do that, and then we'll get going. I gotta go. Come on, we gotta go. Go! I put 50 gallons in to get me down there, and I'll get the cheaper fuel down at Noyle and Long Beach after I load on the way to Diego. It's rock and roll, baby, rock and roll at the Arco AM PM. Come on. That's a cool moon right there behind the clouds. I wish the camera would do it justice, you know what I mean? What do you think? Through the tent? Think it's a good filter? Yeah, it's a little better, right? That actually gives it a little more realistic look than all that brightness. It's really not that bright. But I guess the optic illusion of the camera lens, you know. So, anyway, yeah, we're making our way, whatchamacallit? Yeah, pretty much just going to load at Vernon at the 7-Up Keurig Dr. Pepper plant and take it down to their San Diego warehouse off of Miramar Boulevard. Both places are pretty cool. I've been to this one. It's tight in here at the Vernon spot. Like always, it was designed for, 28-foot trailers back in the day. But nonetheless, you go around. I think it's one way in, one way out type of deal. And then you got a blind side to dock, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I was in there, it's funny because I remember being there. I'm like, I know I've been there. So when I looked up on the map, I'm like, I know I've been in there. I've been by it several times. The last time I was in there physically to do anything with the load wasn't to load the product. It was to actually take bottles over there when I used to work at Gardner. And I had the Cabover. I had my Peterbilt Cabover, my 362. And hauling the 57-foot trailer with the roller floors, and we were hauling the bottles, just the dry bottles in there, and and then they were topping off. I guess Keurig was topping off their own. They were making their own product, but they needed the bottles, so we would take them to them, and then they would fill up their own bottles and package them. So anyway, but because a lot of facilities now don't necessarily use outside source bottles. A lot of them are equipped, a lot of these soft beverages places and stuff, they are actually equipped to do their own plastic bottling. So they don't need to, they make it on site. They don't need to worry about trucking it in and paying the company to do that 24 hours a day, so they don't run out of bottles. So it's pretty kind of cool. Like NorCal Beverage over in Anaheim's another good one that does that. I think Coke pretty much and Pepsi, they pretty much bottle themselves. I think they no longer need an outside source bottling company, I don't think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm not sure. It's been a minute. I mean, I was like 2016 when I was doing that. So it's been a while. And boy, do I miss my Cabover. But the Cabover turned out great. It wound up getting sold off. Gardner got rid of it. It was too old. It was a 97. It had 1.3 million on it. It had the M11 Cummins in there, which wasn't the greatest thing, but it was an old Dirksen / Gardner. It wasn't a Dirksen truck, but it was spec'd off of their platform for Dirksen. So when Gardner ordered it and took over the Dirksen account, they had it that way, but they had on the 255, 70, 22 low pros. But it was never designed to haul anything. I mean, I think I hauled the most was like 7,000 pounds, so it wasn't I didn't need a big motor, just more fuel efficient, really. And with the box right behind the cab, I mean, literally, it was pretty aerodynamic for being a Cabover. I mean, I think it was getting 8 miles to the gallon, which was incredible, right? So, but yeah, anyway, I got auctioned off, and it wound up out in Texas, and a guy had bought it, had hit me up about it after he got it. He wound up stretching the truck about 5 feet. He was hauling a reefer out there for a couple years and stayed like from Houston to Dallas. Then he wound up selling it and to a guy in Oklahoma, and I'm not sure what that guy's doing with it. Last I heard, I thought he was doing an in-dump, which is kind of crazy, but they left it on the low pros. They put an N14 Select computer on the M11, so it boosted up the motor quite a bit. It was quite intriguing. I wanted to see it again in person. He left it the blue color that it was, so if I ever get a chance to go out to Texas again or Oklahoma, I hope I get a chance to run into it. I'd love to see it again. It was a great truck, and I do miss the Cabover, man. I'm a Cabover guy, die-hard Cabover guy, man. And I am going to get a Cabover. I'm going to get a Ford one day. That's my dream truck, a CL 9000. I'm going to lay that thing out, stretch it, just put a sliding rag top. I got plans, man. I got plans. If we can get past this rut we're in the world, I got plans, man. Look at that orange. Look at that orange. Now watch, through the tint. Oh, look at that. Yeah, not bad, huh? All right, let me get up here and I'm talking before I forget where I'm going and get late. I'm already running kind of behind, so let me get going. Let me get going, all right? Yeah, he's back in there right now. So, okay, I'm here. Waited a few minutes. There was a couple guys in here. It's kind of, 7-Up's kind of funny. Okay, so they have like, when you come in, they have 2 gates, but I guess now they want us in the furthest west gate, number 2. I don't know, it's weird. It's the way I used to come in before. But you come down to the end, and this time, because we're loading plant to plant, we just load it straight up down here. It's nice. So it's not too bad. Wait a little bit. Weather's hanging in there. So this week, man, has been intense. So over the weekend, like Sunday, I think it was Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, we were out and about. We came back, and we walk in the house. It was 103. I'm like, man. And the AC was running. I'm like, here we go. That capacitor out, man. Because we thought we had a problem when we first moved into this new place. So, it took him, the guy came out, oh, man, what's today, Friday? So he came out Wednesday afternoon, fixed it, replaced that. He had one of the few, at the junction, there's a handle you pull. It's got, like, a prong on there with like these 2 batteries. I don't know, it's kind of weird. They look like batteries. Anyway, you pull that out, that had to be replaced. And then it took about, he left at 2 in the afternoon. It didn't cool down to 72 until about 10:30 at night. So it took forever. He said it would. Because, I mean, the furniture was hot. The floors were hot. Mobile home trailers, double wide. What are you going to do? But in the meantime, during that whole process, we were staying at one of my girlfriend's friend's house. They had a spare bedroom, so that was cool. The first night we stayed there, it was I was laying in sweat. It just sucked. It just, man, just one of the things. Just one of the hottest temperatures of the year so far. The hottest. It's gonna happen, right? It's bound to happen, and it did. Of course, it never breaks down when it's gonna be cool, right? So we did that. Got it fixed. Landlord got it fixed and everything, so that was cool. But it just, I did work Tuesday. I didn't record anything because the night before I had slept in the truck when it was super hot. So I slept in the truck, and then I went and did a load down to Lake Forest again for Cordero, and then I loaded an orange at Westpac and took that over to Carson real quick, and then went home. But everything worked out okay. I mean, like I said, thank gosh. And then now it's going to rain all weekend. The weather's next week's in the 80s, so this should be really nice. We'll see what happens. Oh, this will be fun. So the yard goat's trying to back that trailer in. Homeboy over here is going to take my truck out. Yeah, that's not going to work, dude. So, hold on a minute. All right, so the guy in the blue truck wanted to back into this one here, right? But they're not using that door because, well, it's just too tight. This area is not, they don't want to do that. So he's like, nah, bro, the yard guy, nah, you got to get out of here, man. And the dude's all in Spanish yelling at him, whatever. Then the yard guy with TMT's trailer, the door was swinging, the driver's side door was swinging around, and he's like backing in here by the wall. I'm like, dude, you got to tear that new door apart, man. What are you doing? He's all, oh, I go, pull up, I'll close it for you, man. Ah, thanks, brother. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's what it's all about, man. So, yeah, it's, I'll get a video, when I roll out, I'll get a video of how tight this place is. But if you've all been down here to 7-Up in Vernon, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, anyway, so that's the story on the scoop. I just, I worked Tuesday, and then, it just wasn't really, whatever. And then I had to deal with the AC thing, and yesterday there wasn't much. And then I found this load here for like $750, I think it was, to go down to San Diego, and it's down by Miramar at the base. So, their other warehouse for 7-Up down there. So, it's really not that bad. I'll take it. It's humid right now, but the weather should be nice. I'm looking forward to some rain. We need it. Definitely need it for the fires in Hemet at the Fairview fire. So, and just trying to get through the motions, man. The motions, but we doing it, right? TMT in the house. I love their new color scheme, man. That black on blue. Woo-wee. Damn, wish I would have thought that. So, actually, Rod Pickett picked that color, I believe. I think it was one of those he picked, but maybe I'm wrong. I know they started with their W900s that way, but maybe I'm wrong. But if you notice TMT now, they're running all that black and blue, which perfect. So, all right. He's loaded me, and like I said, I'll get a rolling shot out of here, and then we'll get going. I'm gonna top off some fuel right down here at Speedy Fuel. It's $5.89, so I'm gonna grab that, scale this puppy, and then we'll get going to Diego. Come on. Shaking. Woo. Yeah, I was gonna film it going out of their place, but that didn't work out. It was so tight in there, I had to watch what I was doing. I didn't have time to hold the phone. Sorry. So, I've waited out. Everything's cool, but I'm 11 on the steer, 33 on the drives, and 30 on the trailer, with the wheels all the way forward on the 48. So I tell the forklift guy, please, I go, what do we got, 25 pallets, right? He goes, yeah. I go, please center the one in the front, in the nose, and straight in the rest of the way all the way back. So double all the way back. One in the center, right in the nose, and double all the way back. That way I can play with the wheels, and I'm not heavy on the front. Yeah. I'll just put them straight in. I go, I prefer you didn't. Just center it and then put him straight in after that. So does he listen? No. He puts them straight in the nose, double all the way back, except for where the last two are at. He put one in the center in between those two. That way I can strap them down, whatever. I'm like, you totally did the opposite of what I asked you to do. Like, how's that even possible? Because then it wouldn't have been 33 on the drives. I was trying to make it even. I like to balance out the weight so my tandems and my drives are even. That way I would have been like, 31 and 31. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Whatever. It just makes it a little heavier in the drive. So I'm like bouncing around on these dips like right now. But what happened to, center in the nose and straight all the way back. What? And then to completely, what? Oh my God. Some of these guys, man. Oh man, it's a 48. Put them to the doors. Put the pallets to the doors. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, all right. So making our way. We're at the 57.5 crush down here. So the old orange crush down here. Making our way down south to San Diego. Come on. All right, so we made it to San Diego, just off of Miramar Road and Carroll Canyon. You guys, if you know San Diego, you know what I'm talking about. Right off the 805. What was I going to say about this place? Raining. So it rained pretty good coming all the way from Camp Pendleton. Once I hit Pendleton past the scale there at San Onofre, it started to downpour, which was nice. It's good to get the rain. Pulled right in here, and as usual, dude's like, back it in 7, double chalk it, and I'll get you unloaded, bud. I'm like, sweet. Haven't found nothing on the boards yet that's interesting. Everything's out of Compton going to Amazon for like $350, $330, which is Amazon, like Inland Empire, so Paris, and it's all stuff that delivers in the morning. So it would be me driving back up to LA, load, and then have to come back and spend the night. Or it's just not, money-wise, just not doable. There's nothing coming out of San Diego at the moment, either Coyote or Uber. So I guess I'll just take my time, go home, relax. I am working Monday again with the flatbed with locally, and I think I'm gonna take a load of drywall over to LA Monday morning, but it's gonna be tarped already for me because the guys are bringing it from Vegas tarped already because of the rain for the weekend. All I gotta do is just take them off, roll it up. Not that big of a deal. I don't mind that. That's cool. So but everything seems to be working out. Knock on this. It works out good, right? It's what we all hope for as truck drivers. We want it to go smooth. We don't want problems all the time and worrying about things. We just want to make it a little bit, have a few good little, we don't expect everything to be perfect. We don't, because we know that's just not possible. But give us something. Give us a little bit of a break. Yeah, and the wind's kicking up out here too, huh? Crazy. So that's the skinny. I will keep you updated when I get a load. Trying to find again something that might pop up tonight. A quick one up to, down here to Costco or something. So as I know, you'll know, and we'll go from there. How do you think? All right, sound good? Cool. Oh, and my truck should be done. A lot of people ask about, hey, when's your truck gonna get done? The low star, blah blah blah. They're waiting on the bushings. I guess I had one of the bushings, and I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize it was down to the bolt bad, where it was just the bolt and no rubber. So, yikes! I'm glad I was able to figure it out though before it went. I took it down and realized that I do need them. So that was good. But they fixed that, or they're waiting on that. All the pulleys, brand new pulleys, are put on the front of the motor. Brand new seals, oil pans, gasket. They redid the rear diff seal at the power divider. They did new U-joints all around, new air brakes, the canisters on the front axle of the drives, new airlines to the steer, new reservoir for the new bottle reservoir for the tank, for the coolant, new belts, obviously. What else did they do? Oh, motor mounts. My motor mounts were shot. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, dude. Y'all be like, damn, Ron, really? Dude, come on, driver. Come on, driver. So, nonetheless, it's all fixed. I should have my truck back with all hope next week, and I'll give Mark back to Cascadia here. He's got a leak in the airbag on the sleeper on this thing on the right side. It's got like a, right now it just turned all the air off like within 5 minutes. It's like you just hear this psss. You're like, what the? It's just a little pinprick on the bag on the side, on the passenger side, on the sleeper bag. So it's just like tss, and then put your hand over his all, you know. So, yeah, so I told him to get those. He already ordered the bags, and then when I drop this off the shop, I'll put them on for him real quick. And he's been driving we call it someone's calling it the Clone Star, and I want to give props to who came up with that, because it was brilliant. It was genius. I think it was one of you guys, and I don't know who it was. The Clone Star, because he's starting to give that Star Wars vibe to it. So it's fitting. I'm tired of calling it the twin, because it's kind of not looking like mine anymore. The fairing cut off in the back to show the tank, the grill being painted black, and white on the inserts are black, white around the chrome area. So he's kind of trying to avoid it from looking like mine, you know what I mean? So they're not identical twins, right? So that's a good thing. Clone Star. I could see it. I'm feeling it. So kudos to who did it. If you did it, comment down below, man. Let me know what's up. So, and don't forget, hit that like button, the subscribe button. Please tell everybody, your friends, about the Beast of Logan channel. I'm trying to make this better. I think I'm gonna kick down and buy a laptop maybe this Christmas, and maybe I can do some professional editing. Not go too crazy, but just to give it a little bit of flavor. You know what I mean? So, all right, I will check in with you guys after I know something worthwhile telling you. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Now go have lunch or dinner, or go see your woman, do whatever it is you're doing when you're not watching Beast of Logan, all right? Or go watch Beast and Logan on like X-Men Days of Futures Past, because that's where Beast of Logan comes from. Part Beast, part Logan, because they are friends kind of, but they pick at each other like Deadpool and him, but yeah, you get it. But Beast of Logan, there you go, that's it. So we now return you back to your regularly scheduled program.